We're talking jobs this morning, in particular, your first career jobs. And a lot of young people are becoming more selective about where they want to work, especially when it comes to that first job. Financial advisor Robyn Thompson is here to share 3 pieces of advice on how to navigate your first job search while setting yourself up for some long-term success, important lessons, and great to have you back in studio, can we say?
Absolutely. It's so nice to be here. It's been 2 years since I sat on this couch with you, Anne-Marie. I'm so happy to be here.
I can memorize your set from home, but I'd much rather have you here.
Agreed.
Let's talk about the first tip you have for finding this job is negotiating the pay that's right for you. This is critical because it's your base that you build from.
It is. I think that when you look at where you're going in your career, one of the first things to look at before you even talk about money is to understand, what are you looking for? What is the value that you want to provide to the world, and what is the impact? A lot of people in this generation, the younger generation, really want to have the companies they work for align with their goals, whether that's environmental change, would be climate, or whether it be social change. And then from there, you want to start looking at, how do you negotiate your pay? What does that look like? And this goes beyond the work from home, work from office. That's a hybrid that's pretty much here to stay if you work in an environment where you can do that. Beyond that, now you're going to start looking at, what are the different compensation models that are out there for me to look at? What is bonuses? What is pension plan? What is my actual salary? And how do all of those things layer together? And there's a 3-pronged approach to that.
Okay, what is that?
So the first one is, again, negotiate the pay. Bonuses are a big deal. So you want to understand, is there going to be a bonus paid for this position? If so, how much, how often? And is it based on my performance, or is it based on the company's performance overall? The second one is going to be pension plan. When you start your first job and you're starting this base conversation and you can land a job with a pension plan that's going to pay your retirement in the future, you're starting with a conversation around saving your money and using it now, but also having the significant amount saved for the future. It's a golden ticket. And the last one is paid time off. We all work for the necessities. We all work to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Beyond that, we work for our life. We work for the things that we enjoy, Anne-Marie. Whether that's travel, whether that's staying home, building a garden, or becoming a barbecue master. So take the time, and employers are really willing to negotiate this part right now. It's a tight job market.
So that's the question I have for you is how do you bring up that conversation about what I want without maybe turning them off?
Well, the first thing to note here is that we are in a space and time right now where employees have a lot of say. We're in a tight job market. As we said earlier in today's show, there's 1 million vacancies in the job market. So when you start to have this conversation, what is your experience? What was your co-op? Did you do any interning anywhere? Where can you pull your experience from and illustrate that in your job interviews? How can you show, this is my demonstrated process. This is what I bring to the table, my management style, my critical thinking, and use that as a negotiating tactic. Okay,
you have the job, you got your first paycheck.
You do.
How do you not blow it when consistent money starts coming in?
I know. I'm going to tell you to have your first job, and then I'm going to tell you to save.
Yeah.
Automate your savings. And this is key, Anne-Marie, because when you automate your savings, you are creating a habitual habit where you're going to continue to save money for the rest of your life. If you get into a job and you start spending everything right away, then you're going to create a space where you are having instant gratification all the time and you're not delaying your purchases for the future. I recommend anywhere from 10 to 20%. I know it's a lot. You've just had your first job. It's pretty high. But this is where you start to look at, what are my short-term goals? Maybe I want to start to save towards a car. Maybe I want to save towards a trip. Maybe I want to save towards a house. And start to think about that when you get your paycheck. And it's just not all going into, fun and entertainment. Beyond the basics, start to put some strategies in place.
All right, really quickly, growing your skill set.
Growing your skill set. This is not going to be your first career. You're going to have many careers throughout your life. So make sure where you're going, negotiate. What is the training? What is the development? What can you take from this job into jobs in the future? Is that communication? Is that teamwork? Is that management? And make sure they have an allocation for you to be able to level up your skills so you can take that and move it forward into your future.
Really great advice, as always, and so much better hearing it from the couch. Robyn, welcome back to the studio.
Thanks so much for having me. I can't wait to be here again.
I can't wait to have you back. Hey, don't...
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.